All right, what's going on, you guys? Brian here with a real quick recap of two events that took place today for TNT Extreme Wrestling, um, based out of the United Kingdom, Liverpool, England to be exact. Uh, this morning they had an event. It was the TNT Ignition Rumble 2025. The other one happened just a little while ago called TNT Merseyside Massacre. Both events can be seen on Triller TV, the streaming service Triller TV. Uh, so I'm just going to get right into it. Both shows, um, I was not knowing what to expect. Um, I watched both shows, and I was very impressed with what I saw from this promotion coming out of the United Kingdom. So on the TNT Ignition Rumble 2025, we saw, the opening match was uh, Najee, Nadeji. He defeated PL Dotson. Really good opener to the show. Then for the TNT Extreme Tag Team Championships, it was the Temple of Malum successfully defending against Act Two in a really good tag team match. For the TNT Ignition Championship, it was MVK successfully defending against Bullet. Uh, then for the TNT Ignition Women's Championship, it was Lucy Sky successfully defending against Aluna in a really good, solid women's matchup. And then they did the TNT Ignition Rumble that saw Joseph Connors outlasting 19 other combatants. And here was some of the names for anybody that uh, maybe is familiar with um, with TNT Extreme Wrestling. This was my first time watching their show, one of their events. So in this Ignition Rumble, we had Joseph Connors, Aluna, Bullet, Chase Alcala, Christy Quinlan, Critchie, Dean Allmark, Gareth Kelly, Jack Johnson, uh, Jimmy Jackson, um, Joe Kessler, Lewis Johnson, Liam Carr. Uh, what is this? Sorry if my writing is. Um, what is it? Hank Brooker, uh, Padraig Quinlan, uh, RPD, Scott Oberman, Tom McCole, Tom Thelwell, and Tony Wright were the 20 combatants in this battle royal, in this Ignition Rumble, where the winner would get a title opportunity of his choice at any time in the foreseeable future, and it was Joseph Connors who walked out as the victor of that Ignition Rumble. So my overall thoughts on the first show for TNT Extreme Wrestling, I really enjoyed it. Um, like I said, it was my first time checking out a TNT Extreme Wrestling event. Um, it was on Triller TV this morning at 9 a.m. I actually watched it when I got home from work, which was about 12:30ish, almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I checked it out to see what it was about, and I actually enjoyed the first show. The second event for TNT Extreme Wrestling was TNT Merseyside Massacre. which featured 4 title matches. Two titles out of those 4 championship matches changed hands. The opening match was for the TNT Ultra X Championship. It was Robbie X, representing Bullet Club, challenging man like Darius, who I have been very impressed with whenever he's on a wrestling show. I think he's very impressive. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody in from one of the big 2 organizations sees this guy and wants to sign him because he is really good, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, you know. Um, but Robbie X challenged Man Like Darius, and Robbie X walked out as your new TNT Ultra X champion in a really good opener to TNT Merseyside Massacre. The second title match of the night was Emerson Jane and Rio defending the TNT Women's Tag Titles against Sky Smithson and L.A. Taylor. And we have new TNT Women's Tag Team Champions as the Experience. L.A. Taylor and Sky Smithson are your new tag team champions, defeating um, Emerson Jane and Rio to become the new champions in another good matchup on this particular show. Then we had Jay Joshua challenging Tate Mayfairs for the TNT World Championship, and this one had a bit of controversy. Um, Jay Joshua had pinned Tate Mayfairs, but the referee did not see um, Mayfair's foot on the rope, but then he saw it and said that the match had to be restarted, and Tate Mayfair's retained the TNT World Championship via disqualification when he brought the world title belt in and used it, but then when Jay Joshua tried to use it, the referee, who had gotten knocked down and was out of the ring, got back into the ring and saw Jay Joshua use the title and thus disqualified him. So therefore, Tate Mayfair is still the TNT World Champion. Shay Monet defeated Adam Bolt in a uh, in a really solid matchup. Judas Gray came out and issued an open challenge. It would be answered by Leon Cage, a young and up and comer who made his TNT Extreme Wrestling debut, and it was Judas Gray defeating Leon Cage in that one. And in the main event of this Merseyside Massacre show for the World Extreme Division Championship, Drew Parker defended against B.A. Rose, and this one was took a page out of GCW's playbook, using weapons, um, light tubes, basically weapons were used, and it was Drew Parker with a he had put a couple of light tubes, he had held Rose in place, he put a couple of light tubes behind Rose and kneed the light tubes into the back of Rose and pinned him 1, 2, 3. Then after the match, Emerson Jane, who has been in a feud with Drew Parker over the last few months, um, over the Extreme Division Championship, she came out and basically challenged him for one more championship match. At first, Parker said no, but then raised the stakes and said, if you want another title shot, then you got to put your TNT Extreme Wrestling career on the line. And Emerson Jane accepted. So that match looks like that's going to be happening at their next event, which happens in March. So that's going to be interesting to see how that one turns out. But my overall thoughts on this particular show, another good show. Both shows were really good for being the first time I checked out a TNT Extreme Wrestling show. I watched it on Triller TV, both shows on Triller TV, and I thought they were really good. I thought there was a lot of great talent out of the United Kingdom, and both shows were really good, in my opinion. I try to give independent promotions some praise, and if I check out a show, I think it's really good, I will say it's really good. If it's not, then I will say, check it out for yourself, because I may like it, but there might be some people that check it out and say, oh, they don't like it very much, they didn't care for it. But these are just my opinions. I enjoyed both of these shows for being the first time checking out TNT Extreme Wrestling. It is currently 5:50. I'm currently waiting to watch House of Glory's Final Warning, which is going to be coming on Triller TV as well at 6 o'clock. So I'm waiting for that to come on so I can watch that, and I'll have a recap. And then, of course, tonight I'll be watching that. I'll be watching Saturday night's main event, AEW Collision, Future Stars of Wrestling, which is another independent promotion, has a show coming on tonight at 10 o'clock. And I found out yesterday that MLW has their MLW Reloaded show coming on at 10 o'clock on their official YouTube channel, so I'm going to be checking that out as well. But like I said, both TNT Extreme Wrestling shows today I thought were really good, in my opinion. I would recommend checking it out and judging for yourself. Both shows can be streamed on Triller TV. So, with that in mind, this has been my TNT Ignition Rumble 2025 and TNT Extreme Wrestling Merseyside Massacre 2025 recaps. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time. See ya.